How's it, Tennis Ohana, and welcome to Tennis Aloha. In today's video, we're going to look at the serve, and more specifically, we're going to try to differentiate the beginner serve and the advanced serve. The beginner serve is also known as the waiter serve, and the advanced serve could be considered the serve that the professionals use and high performance tennis players. It's important to recognize which serve you are using, because this way you can improve it. One of the reasons a lot of people can't improve their serve is because they're getting tips, maybe a lesson from a coach, or maybe they saw a video with a particular tip, and that particular tip didn't work because they were using the beginner serve, and maybe the tip was guided for an advanced serve. And the fundamentals are so different that if you try to implement some of the tips that work for the advanced serve to the beginner serve, the results might be catastrophic. Now remember, just because you have the beginner serve does not necessarily mean that you yourself are a beginner. So there are many players out there in the intermediate and advanced levels even that have the beginner serve. That doesn't mean that they're beginners. They may have been playing for a long time, but they've never transferred their technique. They've never changed their technique to an advanced technique or advanced serve. And so in this type of cases, a lot of times, the player gets very good at the beginner serve. I would say sometimes really good, to the point where they can compete at a high level. One of the things that differentiates these two serves might not be so apparent, like power, for instance, or the ability to place the ball. But a big thing differentiates these two serves is the ability to use more variety. The continental grip used on the serve, which is the one you use for the advanced serve in most cases, allows the player to have more types of serves, more dynamic serves and variety between serves, different spins, different bounces, and even placing the ball might be more accurate with the advanced serve. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you do. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's take a look. On this frame, you can see myself getting prepared to serve into what it looks like an advanced type of serve. However, if you notice, my grip is on the Western forehand grip. And because of that, my shot will have a particular look to it. And notice that I'm awkward hitting these serves because I don't really practice them. And it's been a long time since I used the beginner serve. It's not really natural for me. And so I hit 3 serves using these, forehand grip. And as you can see, it still looks like I can generate a bit of power. I can kind of step into the court. The reason why the grip is so fundamental to the type of serve that you're using is that when you have a semi-Western forehand grip, such as the beginner serve, the ability to throw is not that great. You're actually, in a way, pushing the ball or tapping it rather than swinging really hard to it. Now, you can still swing using the beginner serve, but the mechanics and the angle of your racket and your posture doesn't allow for a huge swing, for an accelerating swing with a lot of aggressiveness to it. Again, you can get away with some of this, but ultimately you cannot reach your full potential. On the advanced serve, the continental grip is used, and this grip on the serve allows you to be way more aggressive when throwing the ball given the mechanics of your body, your racket, and what you need to do to get the serve in. Now here I start to hit the advanced serve. Notice the extension of my racket, notice the follow through, the swing, it's more rounded, and there's quite a bit more power on the shot itself. And because the swing is more of a throw, I am able to put a lot more pace and spin on the ball. One of the greatest advantages of using an advanced tennis serve, using the continental grip, is that you can have way more variety on your serve. You can execute all three types of serves: the flat serve, the topspin serve, and the slice serve. You might not be able to tell with the naked eye which type of serve I'm using, but when you execute these serves, you will definitely tell the difference by how your opponent returns the ball. Now, a lot of players who have the beginner serve tend to change the foot pattern depending on whether they're on the do side or the ad side. The reason they do this is to find a little more comfort and just kind of direct their bodies linear towards the target. In these three next serves, you will see how my feet take different positions, and it doesn't really bother my shot that much. Now when I do the advanced serve, you will see that my feet are always placed the same, whether I'm doing a do side or ad side. This has to do with the serve being more of a sideways motion to generate a lot of power with a throwing motion. Think about a quarterback. Most likely when a quarterback throws the football, he gets in a sideways position, again, to generate more speed and power. Here's another good angle to take a look at the differences between the advanced serve and the beginner serve. The beginner serve, in this instance, you can see where the toss is, and you can actually get to see a little more of the intricate little differences in these two serves. But notice here where I do the advanced serve, things get a little more dynamic, and there's definitely way more racket speed that I can generate. One of the best ways to know whether you are using an advanced serve or a beginner serve is to try and hit wide serves from your dominant side. So I myself am a righty, so my dominant side is the right side, which is the do side. I'm going to hit some balls from the do side, and I'm going to try to go wide. And by doing this, I will notice whether I can put some spin on the ball, hitting wide. And if I find this difficult, it is very likely that I'm using a beginner serve. On the last one there, I managed to get it wide, but notice that I didn't have much spin or pace. hope this video gave you some hints to recognize which type of serve you have. And this way you can practice your serve with using the tools or using the advice or methods to your particular serve. A good idea is always to get a lesson from a USPTA certified professional, or even just keep watching videos, watch videos of YouTubers who maybe break down Federer serve, Nadal serve, these common players, and you get to see maybe the difference between your serve and their serve. Now, of course, just as any other player, I would love to be able to hit serves like Nadal or Federer. By taking a look at their serves and understanding how they go about it, it allowed me to mimic those things and make my serve the best that it could be. I'm still working on it. It is a work in progress. I don't think I'll ever be happy with it to the point where I say, oh, I don't need any more practice. But let's hope that day will come. Meanwhile, I love to practice, so aloha.